Welcome back. Today is the day that we finally finished the LEGO Creator 10252 Volkswagen Beetle. If you haven't seen this series so far, here is where I'm at after 2 build sessions. We got bags 1 and 2 done. There were a lot more than 2 bags in that, but that's where it stands currently. And what we have left to build today is right here. We've got bags 3, which are a total of 3 bags. And we've got some decals, which I may or may not put on. We'll see how that goes. And then finally, where are we at in the book? We are starting on step number 120, and we are going to finish on step 211. Let's do some unbaggings. We'll start with the biggest bag first. Decide to use scissors this time versus the Lego unboxing knife. Seems to work a little better. I see some rims in here. I see some tires. That's going to be awesome to get that done. 2 more little bags inside here. We'll just rip these. I like to get everything into a nice big pile here. Just look at the colors. I love it. There's 1 bag done. Let's do the rip on this one too. 2 bags. And finally, the 3rd and last bag. What you see here in front of you is every single piece that it will take to finish this build, and I'm excited to get into it. So let's go up to the GoPro footage and get this build done. It's a little over an hour later, and I just finished the Volkswagen Beetle build. I have to say that I am not disappointed. I absolutely love this build, even more so than when I saw it in the box, because I have it in hand here. And if you want to see what it looks like, I'm going to take you around the whole thing here. We'll start, I guess, with the door. There's so much, I don't even know where to begin. The door opens, both sides do, and you saw me build that in this section of the video if you didn't see the other 2. Inside has detailed interior, which we'll see a little bit further when I open the top. I'll just turn this around and we'll take a look at the other side too, so you can see this door as well. And I love the fenders on this. The hood's coming up a little bit, but that's all right. On the fender, or on the door here, that opens up, and inside, detailed interior. How cool is that? So we'll close that. The doors actually function really well, open and close nicely. And then up here, I guess you'd still call this the hood, but inside there you think there would be an engine. Not the case in Volkswagen Beetles. There's an extra tire in there, and the cool thing is you can actually see through the bottom. You see the tire down there? I think that was really neat. I was like, really? Did I miss a piece there? Nope, that just goes in there like that, little Volkswagen logo there, and this closes up, and it actually seals down. If you just put it down, there's 1 stud there that it sits on. So now we'll turn around to the back where the actual engine is, and I'll open this up, and you can see just how well everything flows. It's just so nice. And inside there is the actual engine, and I think they did a really good job of this. I mentioned this in the video where I built this engine. They didn't really have to put that in there. They could have just left that blank. It wouldn't have really mattered. I guess it's not as detailed as a Technic engine. It doesn't work or anything. It's just for show, but it looks good. And then on the back here, these are some decals. I actually had issues with the decals because I missed a step, and this build would have actually been done a little bit quicker, but I ended up missing these pillars right here. I forgot to put those on, and when I put these stickers on, I put them on too far over to the side. So the nice thing is LEGO included 2 sets of all these decals, so what I ended up doing was putting the pillars on, and then I reapplied the old decals, didn't like the way it looks, so I put the new ones on because I thought, you know, there's really no reason to have them. And also, speaking of decals, which is, I hate decals so much because I can never get them on right, but I put the California plates on the front and back of this, and they actually gave you, I'll show you the front here too. There's the front. They actually give you decals for all the other ones as well. I don't know what some of these are, but I'm going to put those on the pieces that go with them. And speaking of pieces, here's everything that was included. So they give you the enough plates, and I can switch the plates out if I want to. I don't think I will, but I'll at least put them on, that way I don't have to save the decal strip here. Let's go up to the top. There's a couple things on the roof. You got the cooler, which is a nice little addition. Inside there are a couple drinking vessels. There's a can in there, there's bottles, and there is ice as well on the side. And this just sticks on just like that. And then beside that is a surfboard. And I thought that was a nice little build there. And then we will take this off. This has a rack on top, and very easily the roof comes off like this. Well, that's not supposed to come off. That stays on here, but sometimes things get stuck up with each other. Inside here, you can see all the seats. It has front and rear seats. The front seats do move a little bit. There's a steering wheel in here. And then there's the front. There's actually a shifter. There's an e-brake and then a shifter down below here, which you can't see too well in this lighting. And then back behind here, there is a seat that moves forward. It's a bench seat in the back. And this is a little towel, or I guess a blanket that you would put down for having a picnic with all the goodies that are inside the coolers. So I thought that was really awesome that they did that. Again, there's some decals here on the windows as well, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of that. There's ones up here too. This has side view mirrors on both sides right there. And I don't know what else I could say about this. I mean, I'm sure there's much better reviews out there. For me, this was just about the experience of building this. I wasn't doing this just to make a review on it or to show you every little thing. I just thought there were some of the interesting things that you can do with this, and I'm just really happy with the build. We're gonna put the cooler back on top. We'll put the surfboard. It's got a nice little rubber piece there. So you can slide that over, which I did, and then everything fits in there really snug. And that is the finished Beetle. Again, the model itself, I think is just so well done, especially if you compare this to the Volkswagen Beetle that they built a few years ago. That was really, it was like brick built and everything was just really jaggy all over it. This is none of that. This is absolutely smooth. This looks like exactly what a Beetle should look like, and I don't think there's anything that I can see on this that they possibly could have done better. And that's really not often can you say that about a Lego set. There isn't anything on this that I would change. The only thing I need to decide now is, do I let my 2-year-old son play with this, or do I keep it on the shelf as a part of a collection? I think I'll probably do both. I'll let him play around with this, break it apart, I'll put it back together, and then we'll put it up on the shelf, and I'll keep it built because I just love this set, and I'm so happy to have it. And I'm happy that you were along for this build. Hopefully you watched the entire series so you got to see the whole thing. It's really rewarding when you spend that much time building something and you have it in your hands here. And hopefully, if this build inspires you to go out and buy this as well, because it's a fantastic Creator set. And if you're a Creator fan, this is one that you should absolutely have in your collection. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this and like a lot of other Lego videos, I make them constantly. You can hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this series, give me a like. And thank you for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.